Hello बच्चों, welcome once again. I am your chemistry teacher, Dr. Rohit Chakravarti, an educator by profession and a senior research scientist. I welcome you once again. So this is the third video for the P block element important questions for your board and other competitive exams. Let's start with the video. The first question is state two important use of noble gases. Noble gases, helium, neon, argon. These are all considered as noble gases. So what are the two uses? Helium, as we all know, it is a noble gas as it does not react, and these are non-reactive in nature. Helium is used in the filling of the balloons for meteorological observations. And the second one, neon gas, is used in discharge tube and fluorescent bulbs for the advertising display purposes. Okay. Next one is, which noble gas is used in filling balloons for the meteorological observations? Helium is light and cheap, and it does not dissolve in the blood the same way that nitrogen does. Okay, so the both are having the same property. Being inert, it cannot be toxic to the diver, those who are going deep down in the sea. So this helium gas is non-toxic in nature and non-corrosive to the equipment. Moreover, at extreme depth, the pressure is high enough, that is, you had nitrogen in the tank, it would become saturated enough in your blood that you would develop a nitrogen necrosis and leads to the death. However, helium won't be absorbed across the alveoli, okay, in the lungs, and it will not react with your body. So it is used for extreme depth. So hope you understand and you write down these answers. These are very important answer, and normally 2 to 3 mark question it comes in your board exams. So why helium is used for filling the balloons of the meteorological observations. Okay, now moving on to the few structures I have drawn over here, the structures of P block elements. Hope you can see here. As you can see, XeO4 here you can see, because this is a lone pair of electron and this is the structure of XeO4. okay, and then xenon trioxide, this is the structure of xenon trioxide. Then S3PO2, phosphorus has 5 electrons, so 3 electrons get satisfied by 2 by hydrogen, 1 hydroxy group and double bond O. Okay, then moving on to the next one, that is S3PO3. So this is the structure of S3PO3. Okay, coming on to SF4, it has a seesaw shape of, and the bond angle is 102 between the two fluoro group, and the complete bond angle is 173 degree, and it is having one lone pair of electron. Moving on to the next one, let's discuss about the peroxomonosulfuric acid. Commercially it is known as Carros acid also, and the molecular formula is H2SO5. So here you can see this is the structure of H2SO5. Alright, moving on to the next one, that is sulfur dioxide. So the bond angle is around 119.5 degree, and here you can see Lewis dot structure for the sulfur dioxide molecule. Moving on to the next one, that is hexafluorosulfide SF6. This is the structure. Next one is H2SO3. I think the video quality is quite clear and you can see the structures of these. These molecules are given in your NCERT molecule on your NCERT book also. So I have just come up with this video to make you clear these structures, which are very important. Normally in your board exams 2 mark question comes to draw the structure. This is sulfuric acid H2SO4. Here you can see 2 double bonds between sulfur and oxygen and 2 hydroxy group. Okay, at times students get confused about the structure after watching the molecular structure. So you guys need to write down these structures of different molecules of P block elements, BRF3. Moving on to the next one, that is XeF2. It has a linear structure, however it contains 3 lone pair of electron. Moving on to the next one, that is the xenon trioxide. It has got 1 lone pair of electron and 3 oxygen molecule bonded with double bond with oxygen. Okay, now the next one, it is a square pyramidal structure of XeOF4 having 1 lone pair of electron, and this is the structure. Okay, moving on to tetrafluoroxenon. This is the structure and the 2 lone pair of electron. Again, very important, N2O5, already discussed in my previous video also about the structure. Nitrogen trifluoride. Okay, lone pair of electron and 3 fluorine molecule attached to this nitrogen. Then H4P2O7. Okay, this is the trigonal bipyramidal structure of PCl5 molecule, phosphorus pentachloride. Moving on to this one, this is H2S2O8 dimeric of sulfuric acid. Okay, now this one is very important again, pyrosulfuric acid, that is oleum H2S2O7, a bond between two sulfur, there is an oxygen atom and there is a double bond between these oxygen atom and the sulfur and two hydroxy groups over there. This one is again important, Lewis-Dot structure of O3 ozone. As we all know that oxygen can form only two bonds, so already there is a pi bond, double bond with two oxygen, and this one is, so there is a positive charge over here, and the lone pair of electrons, so there is a negative charge, and this shows the resonance between these two structures. Now this one is sulfur rhombic S8 puckered structure, a complex, and the bond angle is 107 degree. Okay, so you guys can take a snapshot of this. All these compounds are very important for your board point of view. Number of time questions have been asked to write down the structure of these molecules. All right. The last one, the few more molecules. Xenon tetrafluoride, 2 lone pair of electron, and these are fluorine molecules. Okay, now the SClO3, 2 lone pair of electron and the bond between chlorine and oxygen. Similarly, SClO3, this is the structure of SClO3, and trifluorochloride. So this is all about this video. I hope you will go through all my 3 videos where I have uploaded all the questions. So do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.